How's it going, everybody? So what am I doing and why am I doing it? I started back off with a very poor, irrelevant educational background, I would say, where I was studying chemistry, maths, physics, and I don't even know what else that has never given me anything in return, to be honest. After that, when I was 19, I got to my first job, which was an inbound sales campaign. I loved it. It was, my first exposure to the US market. After like roughly 2 years, 1 year and 7 months, I would say, not two, I got laid off. And then I went into another company called Motive, which is Keep Trucking in the past. I went into that company as an outbound account executive, worked there, worked my way up to like manager, senior manager, and so on and so forth. Now, in this whole process, I've realized one thing, which I read in one of the book I read. It's called The Richest Man in Babylon. The thing that I learned was your actions cannot be wiser than your thoughts, and your thinking cannot be wiser than your understanding. This was in the book called Richest Man in Babylon by George S. Clausen. I read this. It has been the core motivation behind a lot of the things, a lot of the work that I'm doing now. I've started reading back in 2023, August of 2023. I've read 12 books so far. Currently, I'm working on my app. The reason why I started working on this app called Unbiassly is because I noticed there was this huge gap in communication between the first line, like the front line and the higher ups. I've always seen that in my team. I see people, great geniuses, a lot of great enthusiastic, dedicated people, but there's no free channel where they can chat or share their thoughts openly without the fear of them being judged or them being wrong. Just because of the title themselves, people start thinking that whatever they have to say might not come off as really well. Which is why, I always thought that there should be a place where anyone and everyone can contribute in a discussion, go through, their response goes through voting without their name attached to it. And the people who are voting are also don't carry their names with them. And after this process, whatever rises to the top can get the recognition. They can reveal their name to obviously show who was the original contributor. So that's what I'm working on. I started working this because after my almost 8 years in corporate, I noticed there was this gap and I wanted to, go ahead and bridge it. Because I think there are a lot of great people in almost every great organization, but there are very less tools to tap into their brain power, which is why go check out Unbiassly. Follow me on at hashimmahmood.com and check out my stan.store. It should be linked somewhere over here with the video. And that's it. Thank you so much for your time. Follow me. Join the startup community as well. It's also in the stan.store that I have. Let's work together. If you're working on something great, a service, anything that you're working on, any app idea you have, join in that community that's on my stan.store for free, and let's start working together. I'll give you feedback, you give me. We'll work it out and make this a great journey together. All right. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for listening to me for 3.5 minutes. I'll cut it here. Thank you so much.